This group of hard-working dads are looking for the inspiration to turn them into the best fathers possible. And that's our aim, to make them not only good dads, but the best dads, here at the Richard and Judy Dad School. First, we're going to meet Paul Naylor.
I'm 33, I live in Nottinghamshire. This is my wife, Samantha, and my 6-year-old son, Cameron. I'd like to think I'm a pretty good dad, but I'm sure I could do better. I think the situations that I could do help with is where we expect Cameron to be on his best behaviour, like restaurants. It'd be nice that he'd enjoy those times, so maybe giving him things to do, giving him things to learn.
I think that that's the best dad in the world, but I think he could do better.
Now, inquisitive kids can be a nightmare, especially when you don't know the answer to those difficult questions. Well, lesson number 1 is arming those dads with the answers to those difficult questions.
OK, so the question that they do ask quite a lot is, how do rockets work?
You take these ordinary 35mm film canisters.
And an untoasted tablet, like an Alka-Seltzer tablet. You take a teaspoon of water, you pour it in. You put the lid on quick, and you put it down. What's now happening,
it's sealed.
The water is reacting with the rocket fuel, building up pressure inside there. And with any luck... Hey!
The How Do Rockets Work lesson, I think, was completely fantastic, because that's I think, is where children will learn the most, because it's subversive and it's let them do things that they probably wouldn't do, the messy and the things exploding.
And that is how rockets work. It's very visual and it's very immediate, and it's the kind of thing that kids can really relate to. Rather than just telling them, you can show them.
What they're doing now is those fun, quick games and tricks that engage and entertain the kids.
The best tricks are the ones that you can actually do with your children, so you become a double act. And I want you to think about how many fingers I'm holding up, okay? How many fingers am I holding up? Concentrate.
7.
Very good. Okay, and now how many?
4.
Yeah, excellent.
The number of fingers you hold up is the number of words you use to ask how many fingers you're holding up. So, who wants to have a go at this one?
Right. I'm going to plumb your words. I don't want to go right.
Let's go for an easy one. Go for go.
Right. Now how many am I holding up?
7.
I made it 8.
I'll never be a stage performer with that one, because I was having to count it out on my fingers, and then I was still getting it wrong.
Well, here we are, Paul. Restaurant, first practical, worst case scenario possible. We've got 3 kids in there, OK? They've not eaten for 20 minutes, they're bored, they're agitated, they need to be entertained. We've got the 2 teachers in there. How are you feeling?
Currently, really, really nervous.
Well, listen, remember what they've taught you. Good luck, I wish you all the best.
Brilliant.
You're going to need it.
So the trick is, you say, Cameron, how do you get the olive into the glass without touching the olive? Any ideas?
Not really, not without having to think for a very long time.
Here's the way you finally show him how to do it. You take the glass, you turn it upside down on top of the olive, and grab it by the stem, rub it in a circle, and it picks up the olive. And then you turn it upside down.
Oh, right.
And there it is.
So here's something you can do absolutely anywhere. Take any banknote, fold it backwards across the middle of the Queen's smile, and then just at the edges of her lips, fold it back the other way, and then when you look at it, one way the Queen smiles, the other way she frowns. Here's another puzzle you can try out with the kids. To get a napkin, it needs to be a reasonably sized one. Get the 2 opposite ends, and say to the kids, right, I want you to tie a knot in that. Put one hand on each end, keep hold, never let go, and I want you to tie a knot in it.
I really can't, without letting go at all.
Let them try for ages. What you actually have to do, if I can get it right, is cross your arms before you do it, like that.
Yes.
Then all you've got to do is pull through, and hey presto, it's got a knot.
I don't know, yeah.
In a minute, I'm going to send you in, OK? One of our dads has been to dad school, he's been learning some tricks and hopefully certain ways of keeping you entertained, OK? You obviously go out to restaurants, I can see. Is it boring, a restaurant?
After you've ate, then you have to wait for the other people to eat. Yeah. And then you have to wait for your dessert, which takes quite long.
So you just sat there doing nothing?
Yeah, you just like sat there doing nothing.
Right.
They're like all talking, and then you try and butt in, and then they'll just like...
So it's just adults talking, and you're just like...
And we get left out.
Left out.
OK, Paul, here come the stunt kids. You ready?
Yes.
Yep. Here we go.
Right. Oh, yes, no, that was good. Go on then, go.
You think that when you spin the olive round, it'll just fall out.
We need one more. when it comes to me, I've got a steady grip.
My favourite trick was the one where you had to go like that, and when you had to make the knot.
Heat, that's it, yeah. It went a lot better than I expected. The children were very patient with me and they gave me a lot of leeway, but I think I've learned a few tricks. I think I kept them suitably entertained. I think because I've done dad school, I've been put on the path to being a better dad. And any different ways you can have to interact with your child can only be a positive thing.
Who said you can't teach an old dad new tricks? You certainly can. It's worked for Paul Naylor. Who knows? Could work for you. Well done.
Thank you.
Off you go.
See ya.
Entertain your kids.
Oh my God, that takes me back. So do you remember?
What do you mean?
Because you used to do all that, didn't you? All those things
to.
with, and think of a number and all that. Don't start that now.
No, I won't start that now.
Trouble is, it takes over. Anyway, Paul and Cameron Naylor are here now. Hello, Cameron.
Hello, Cameron.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
It's sweetie. And what do you think of your dad now? Has he done anything nice with you since he learned those tricks?
This is not nice with me.
Yeah.
Like, what has done some tricks?
He's like done the toilet roll and it gone very far in the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see one in a minute
The
with
toilet,
with
did
the
you
toilet
say
roll.
the toilet roll trick?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the toilet roll trick?
It's where
Go on.
it's where you see how far it goes and it's all about how the world done it. So you draw a line
and your daddy told us, yeah.
Well done for you for saying that, because it really basically is to you explain to put the toilet roll, let the toilet roll go all around the house.
Yes,
Go on.
I think it's supposed to represent the toilet roll is supposed to represent the timeline of the world. So the beginning of the toilet roll is the creation, or the beginning of the Big Bang, and when everything started to form. And the very end of the toilet roll is where we are.
The last tiny corner.
The very last tiny corner, but that doesn't come until the end. Like you say, so many steps is when it all sort of solidified, and then so many more steps is when dinosaurs. And then when you get right to the end, I think it's 0.005 of a millimetre is where we came in. So out of this massive long, I think it's 100-yard toilet roll.
Would you like to see that happening again? Because we filmed you doing it, or you filmed you doing it. Let's have a look.
Yes. We're unrolling the whole toilet roll. Upstairs, downstairs, wherever you want. What do you think Mum will say?
What's happening here?
So this is the history of the world. This is 4.5 billion years. That little insignificant dot is where we first came in.
Oh my God.
Brilliant!
Language.
You did that so well, Cameron. And have you done the number trick with him yet, Paul?
You know, reading his mind.
We've been practicing lots of. It's in our genes. I think he's got the same lack of skills that I have.
I was told you could do it now. Do you want to give it a try?
We'll give it a try, but we're not guaranteeing anything, are we?
Okay if it doesn't
finger.
work.
Yeah?
So you've got to watch Richard and Judy now, and not me. Okay.
Yeah. Look at me. I might give you a clue.
How many fingers now, Cameron?
4.
Hey!
Yay! Well done.
What can we do?
One more?
One more.
Okay.
How many now?
3.
Yay! He can read his father's mind.
Works.
Now, what about this rubber band trick you've been learning?
Now, I've done this a few times. I can do it, but I still won't be able to explain why it works.
That sounds like my kind of trick. Okay.
So basically, you get it on 2 of your fingers like that.
We turned this man into Paul Daniels, you realise? What's your daddy? What's your daddy, Cameron?
You're watching me? Yeah. And then what you do is you block it off at the top.
So that you can't possibly slide it over your fingers?
So I can't possibly slide it over
What are you going to do? You're going to...
I'm going to make the elastic band jump from there to there.
But you can't. It's impossible.
Well, this is where it works. So it's now on these 2 fingers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hey! That is magic, isn't it, Cameron?
Yeah.
I think that's brilliant. That really is great. Listen, thank you very much for doing that for us.
Okay.
It's really good of you. I'm glad that you've helped us very much there with
You've
Cameron.
been a big help, Cameron.
And your dad must be a real lot of fun to have around the house.
Yeah.
Bless him.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
listen, we've got lots and lots of details about this on our website, okay? So this is for all fathers watching, or all mothers of would-be good fathers. Lots of details there. channel4.com/Richard and Judy. And next, what are we looking at next week? Is it what happens
It's
in the
in
back
the
of a car?
car.
Is it, yeah.
In the
You know
car.
the Are We There Yet syndrome?